Your readers and your customers don't care how long it took you. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, you probably know, or maybe you've heard of a writer maybe who has been working on a manuscript, and they may be working on it for years and years and years, and they're constantly tinkering away with it, editing it here and there, taking pieces out and then probably putting them back in again. And they've been doing that for years and years and years, because this manuscript that they are about to release, needs to be perfect. It needs to be 100% correct. It has to be as good as it can be, and they will tinker around with that manuscript again and again before they release it. And eventually, when it does get released, if it ever does, sometimes in some cases, unfortunately, some people never get around to releasing it, but if they ever do go ahead and release it, it will just sell at the same value as other books that surrounds it. Now, what I mean by that is, if you had maybe a thriller book that took you 10 years to write, you could be in the Kindle store or the Amazon store or whatever, and you could be on the shelf right beside a book that only took 6 months to write. Or you could be sitting beside a book that maybe only took a month to write, but your reader won't know that that is the case. There's no little kind of thing on the book cover that says, you should really value this book because this book took 10 years to write, or you should really value this book because it took 6 months to write. Your reader doesn't know that. They are looking at it at face value. If that story is great, it doesn't matter if it was written in 6 months, it doesn't matter if it was written in 10 years, it's still a good story. And they're going to judge it on that. They're not going to judge it on how long it took you to put it together. Now, that's something I want you to get into your mind. For whatever reason, we have this notion that especially if we are asking for money for something, we need to justify in our minds that it took so long to do, and because it took so long to do, we deserve to get paid for it. But that is a myth, and it's something that I discovered myself. My first training course that I created, I was showing how the average Joe or Josephine could create illustrations for the children's picture books without hiring an illustrator. Now, I lost count of how many times I did those videos. I edited them over and over again. I might have stumbled or stuttered on a video, and I would record that 15-minute video from start all over again. And I'm not too sure what the play length of the course is from start to finish. It could be an hour and a half, it could be 2 hours, but I probably put in maybe 10 or 20 times the work on that course. I could have put in maybe 20, 30, maybe 40 hours recording those videos over and over again, because in my mind I had to justify, if I was going to charge $47 or $97 for that course, I had to justify that price tag by the hours that I had put into it. Now, this was a big wake-up call for me, for when later on I had come upon an idea that would show anyone how they could make money from the Google Chrome browser. And it was a bit of a brain fart, and I never gave it much thought, but I decided I would just create a quick course on it. I think the course probably is less than an hour, it could be maybe 3/4 of an hour, and it was only 4 videos that I had created all in one go, one after the other. I think I hardly did any reshoots or anything like that. I just gone from start to finish, and I released it and I put it out on the marketplace. Now, that course was actually so popular that somebody actually robbed it and bootlegged it, and it ended up all over the internet. And if you do a search for I think Google Cache or Chrome Cache, I forget the name of it at the moment, you'll probably find it will show up on a lot of these illegal download websites, because it was so popular. But that course had only taken me 45 minutes from start to finish, and it was one of my most profitable courses. And that was a big wake-up call for me. Even though the original one I had done on the children's picture books, again, was profitable for me, there was a lot of effort had gone into it, and for the money that came back into me as a profit from that course, when I stood it side by side with the Chrome Cache training course, it was crazy to see that my customers on the other end didn't care how long it took me to create the second course. They just wanted the content. If the content was good, it was good enough for them, and they were able to use it and able to get up and running with it. And as I said, we have this notion sometimes in our head that if we are to ask for something, especially for cash, we need to justify in our own minds how long it's going to take for us. We have to justify, if we're going to charge money for this product, we need to justify that we have to put a lot of hours in. And I'm here to tell you that it's a ridiculous idea to have in your head, because your customer isn't interested in how long it took you to put something together. They are more interested in what the product can do for them, and if it does the job, even if it only took you an hour to do, or whether it took you 30 hours to do, they don't care. They just want that end product. So give that some thought today. Maybe if you are justifying in your head that you need to rewrite that manuscript over and over again, maybe you're tinkering with something that you have on your hard drive for years because you need it 100% right. But I'm here to tell you, you're never going to get that project 100% right. Even if you have it 85% right, that is good enough. Good enough is good enough. Get it out there. Because, as I said, your customer or your reader will never know how long it took you to do that. They won't know if that book took you 3 weeks to write or whether it took you 30 years to write. They don't care. They are only looking at the end product. And it's you that is holding back and justifying that you need to have put in that work to ask for money for that thing. So give that some thought today. Maybe if you are using it as procrastination by not releasing that product, just get it out there. Get it out, put a buy button on it, or upload it to the Kindle store and start making money on it, because your customer and your reader doesn't care how long it took you to do it. So if you'd like to know more about me, you're very welcome to come over to Writecom. That's WRITECOME.com, and I've got a great report over there at the moment, which is going to show you how to go from words to wealth. And I'm going to show you how anyone can make money from their words, and you don't even need to be a great writer to do that. In some cases, you can actually make money by writing only a handful of words. So if that intrigues you, you're very welcome. Head over to Writecom now, pick up that report, and if you'd like to know more about me, or you'd like to know more about these videos and podcast episodes, again, do a search online for Writecom, WRITECOME.com, and you'll find everything online. So as always, thanks for sharing your time with me again today. Take care and have a great day. Bye bye.